안녕하세요. 제 이름은 셰리미 비비토입니다. Korean traditional and culture.
Split by a fearsome border, the Korean peninsula offers the traveller a dazzling range of experiences, beautiful landscape, and 5,000 years of culture and history. South Korea is a dream destination, an engaging, welcoming place where the benefits of a high-tech nation are balanced by a reverence for tradition. The country's compact size and excellent transport infrastructure means that tranquility can be found in easy reach of the urban centres. The Palace of Illustrious Virtue was built in the early 15th century as a secondary palace to Gyeongbokgung, though these days this UNESCO World Heritage listed property is one of the country's finest. The frequently dramatic volcanic landscape of Jeju-do is best seen on foot. Spending a day following all or part of a trail is a wonderful way to soak up Jeju's unique charms and beautiful surroundings. Every July, thousands of people converge on the welcoming seaside town of Boryong and proceed to jump into gigantic vats of mud. Built as an act of filial devotion and heavily damaged during the colonization period, the restoration of this UNESCO World Heritage Site began in the 1970s and is now almost finished. A raised highway was demolished to allow reconstruction of this long-buried stream. The effort has transformed central Seoul, creating a riverside park and walkway that provides respite from the busy city. High season runs June through September. Late spring sees the country bathed in blossoms, and in autumn the leaves turn to gold. What comes to mind when you think of hanbok, traditional Korean clothes? Graceful, elegant, rich, and curved beauty are all words that express the unique beauty and characteristics of hanbok. The reason why hanbok is so special is because it goes beyond physical beauty and embodies Korean history, culture, etiquette, and spirit. Korean culture is very polite and courteous. People tend to show great respect to others, especially strangers, and tend to behave in a very careful manner. In Korea, we usually greet someone with a bow. The lower you bow, the more respect is being shown, and even how long the bow is being held can show the level of respect you have for the person to whom you are bowing to. The highest level of respect that can be shown through bowing is called kunjeol, which is translated into big bow. This type of bowing is typically used for formal occasions and holidays, such as Seollal, Lunar New Year, and Chesa, which is a traditional Korean ceremony for respecting ancestors. This involves men to fully get down on their knees with hands on the ground, and women to slightly sit down with their legs together and hands near their chest. Besides the bow greeting, Korean culture also uses handshakes. Korean people do not like it when the hand is gripped very tightly, so a soft grab will be better when you go in for that handshake. Also, you might be seen as impolite and disrespectful when you only use one hand, so you must use both hands with one hand on the bottom of the hand you are using for the handshake. Along with the bows and handshakes, there are expressions Korean people use for their greetings. When you want to say hello, you say 안녕하세요. The person who initiates a bow usually says 만나서 반갑습니다, which means nice to meet you. There are also two ways of saying goodbye. One is 안녕히 계세요, which means please stay well, and usually the person who is leaving says it to the person who is staying. The other way of saying goodbye is 안녕히 가세요, which means please go well, and the person who is staying says it to the person who is leaving. In Korean culture, respect plays a big role. There is formal language, 존댓말, spoken to the people older than you, and 반말, which is informal, for friends or someone who is younger. For example, in Korea, there is two ways to say sorry. The formal way is 죄송합니다, and the informal way is 미안해. Table manners are also very big in Korea. While eating at the table, hitting the chopsticks against the bowls or holding the rice bowls in your hand is seen as rude and informal.
and when going out to drink with friends, the youngest of the group will pour a drink for his or her older friends.
Korean traditional festival are some of the exciting features you can experience when visiting this Northern Asian country. The festival refers to the Korean national as well as localized festival that are being practiced since the establishment of its people and throughout its history.
Majority of South Koreans are Buddhist, and during the full moon celebration, most of the women in the area attend the temple to pray and offer gifts. This is the time of the first full moon after the Lunar New Year celebration. It is a continued time of new beginnings and new life. Inside the Jogyesa temple, daily meditation done by the monks living at this temple.
This ceremony, when in the form of ritual offerings to the deceased kings, gods, spirits, ancestors, and within the Buddhist religious context with offering to the Buddha. Kamsahamnida,